All right, welcome back to another episode of the Power Sports Memorabilia Show. I am your host, Matt Powers. Thank you again for joining me. Please visit the website, powersportsmemorabilia.com. Also, me follow over there on Instagram, @PowersAutographs. Well, obviously, tickets have become very popular in the industry. Everyone's getting them signed and graded. And PSA is the most popular company to send them to. Of course, you can always send them to Beckett as well. It's kind of interesting though with the tickets. There's really only two companies that do the ticket grading, whereas versus the card market, you've got a plethora of options to choose from. It's my understanding that it's hard to find experts who understand the paper, who can actually authenticate the ticket and say, yes, this is a real ticket. So it's gonna be interesting to see if there are actually gonna be more ticket grading companies that come into the marketplace in the next couple years here. But PSA is the #1 go-to source for getting your tickets authenticated and graded. And of course, if you send tickets to me, you get them signed and you want to get them slabbed by PSA. Some people are kind of unsure on how to do that. So that's what today's video is going to be all about. I'm going to walk you through the process of how to get your tickets graded at PSA. I promise you, it's super easy. I'll walk you through it. Anybody can do it. So let's go ahead and jump on over to the computer and show you how to do it. All right, first thing you want to do here is jump on over to PSA's website. If you haven't created an account, I would go ahead and do that first. Just go ahead and jump on over to the top right-hand corner here and click on account and create your own personal account. That's the first thing that you want to do. All right, so you're going to click on over to services and you're going to scroll on down. You're going to find ticket grading. You're going to click on that. All right, they go through a whole bunch of benefits here. You can scroll down and see the different types of pricing that they have all down here. Very expensive sometimes here, but 50 bucks a ticket for ones that are valued under $999. Now the value is what the ticket is worth once it gets graded. So make sure you put that in there, not what you paid for it, all right? So ready to start submission, we click on start submission here. We're gonna click on start. All right, and then you're gonna click on start new submission. And you're gonna find tickets and you're gonna click on tickets. If you have a jumbo ticket, which you see right here, you're going to want to click on that, but most tickets are going to fall kind of into this standard ticket pricing right here. All right, so click on tickets. And this will take you to another page here where you want to click your submission type. Most of us are going to be clicking grading. All right, we want to have the ticket actually graded, the autograph authenticated, etc. If you want to get it reholdered, meaning you need to get a new slab for it, you're going to want to click on that. Crossover is basically if you're going to be taking it from Beckett and you want to cross it over. You can do that as well, but we're gonna do grading, all right? So click on grading. Now, when this pops up here, you essentially have 5 different options, very similar to the card market. So with the tickets here, you've got option 1, no autograph authentication, but you want them to authenticate the ticket and you also want them to grade the ticket, all right? So the item is you don't want any autograph authentication, you just want them to do these 2 things. Next up is the dual service here. Okay, no grade to ticket or autograph. Okay, so you want the autograph authenticated. Okay, we want that, but you don't want the autograph graded. Let's say it's not a great autograph. The Sharpie didn't work well. It's not going to 10, so you don't want to grade the autograph. Okay, that's what you're going to be using right here. But you want to have the ticket authenticated for sure, but you don't want the ticket graded. Now, getting tickets graded themselves, I'm not a huge fan of doing that unless it's an unsigned ticket. For example, I sent in a Julio Rodriguez debut ticket and I actually got a 10 on, which I'm kind of shocked about that. But so tickets that aren't signed, I typically send in for grading the actual ticket. But if it's an autograph ticket, I don't typically grade the actual ticket. So your next option you got here is your dual service, so ticket grade only. So you want the autograph authenticated. You don't want to grade here, but you want to grade the actual ticket. All right, that would be that option. Then dual service here, okay, autograph grade only. This is a popular one. This is one I'm going to mainly choose here. Is I want to get the ticket authenticated, of course. You want the autograph graded, and then you also want the autograph authenticated. Okay, this is the most popular one that I choose if I think the autograph is going to be a 10. All right. And then this is the dual service where you get the whole shebang. You get the ticket graded, you get the autograph graded, and everything else. All right, so let's just choose this one right here. We're gonna click next. And next page is gonna pop up here. Okay, so this is where you wanna decide the value of the ticket once it's graded by PSA. So let's say, for example, I had a Bobby Witt Jr. autograph debut ticket. that I wanted to send to PSA. And I thought the value of it once slabbed by PSA was gonna be less than $1,000. I would choose the economy. Now the economy service is really slow. It's a couple months. So if you are willing to wait and your item is valued underneath this, then you're gonna get a nice little price break at $60. However, just because you value your item under $1,000 doesn't mean you can't choose the regular pricing here. So you can choose the regular pricing because it is the max declared value. Okay, so if you did have that Bobby Witt ticket and you didn't want to wait a couple months, you wanted to get it back a little quicker, you could choose the regular service here, which is $120 for a ticket. But because it falls under there, you can choose the economy, all right? So let's click the economy, which we'll probably get back in 3 or 4 months, maybe, if we're lucky. All right, so this is gonna bring you to the next page here. Now, this is where you wanna pay attention. So let's say we're gonna send in one Bobby Witt Jr. debut ticket. So let's find the ticket here. Bobby Witt Jr. All right, here's the ticket right here. Boom. It's got all the information on there. In case you missed it here, let me scroll over here. You can see all the stuff here. Bobby Witt Jr. MLB debut ticket. He also got his first hit that game as well. Next, you're gonna add in the signer. So who autographed it? Bobby Witt Jr. So you're gonna go here, you're gonna put last name in first, and then you're gonna type, if I learn how to type, you're gonna put in Bobby Witt Jr., not his dad, boom, okay? Add that. Now you're gonna put in the declared value. Okay, what do you think this is worth once it is slabbed by PSA? All right, let's just take a guess here. We're gonna say, I think this thing is gonna be worth $900, okay? We're just gonna use that as an example, and then you're gonna click save. All right, perfect. So now you got everything added here. You're good to go. If you wanna add more items, you can. Just know that you're only gonna be able to add items here that all fall into the same category that you are doing. So if you're doing autograph grade, but not the ticket grading, you can only add the ones that are falling under that category here. So I'm getting right here, I'm getting autograph grade only. If you were submitting a ticket that you wanted to have the ticket graded, you'd have to start a whole new submission for that. So make sure that you're only doing ones that fall under the same type of category here and the same service level. It's all got to be under the same, otherwise you have to do a new submission. Now you can send all those submissions into the same box to PSA, okay? And I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. Just make sure too, when you're finding the description here, if you're sending in a lot of Super Bowl tickets have a bunch of different variations to it. They've got like the green variation, they've got the red variation. So just make sure that you're picking the right ticket here. PSA will email you once they get into, I believe, after the research phase. Say, hey, this is what you sent in here. Double check to make sure this is correct. If you need to make changes, you can do that at that time, but you want to double check to make sure that they've got the right ticket listed for you. All right, so after we do this, we're gonna go next. All right, here's what will pop up here. You'll have your shipping address up here. You'll have your totals right here. So we're gonna do $60. It's gonna charge $18 return shipping, 78 bucks. And you click on just insured shipping. That's all I do. And then here's where you're gonna enter in all your credit card information and double check your shipping address, all right? Then you're gonna go next. All right, and then this is kind of your final page to kind of review everything. It's got all this stuff here, what kind of submission type you're doing. You're doing the dual autograph grade only, service level economy. It's got your pricing and it's got the actual item listed there for you, okay? And then again, it says here, your credit card will not be charged until the order is received and processed at PSA. All right, so you click this little accept the terms and conditions, click on next. All right, cool. So now this page pops up here. Now, first thing you wanna do is this is your submission ID label. This is what you put on the outside of the box. So if you were to do multiple submissions to PSA, let's say you wanted to send in a ticket that was being autograph graded, but you also had one that you wanted to have the ticket graded. So of course you're gonna have to create 2 submissions for that. You would just print both of these submission ID labels and put them both on the outside of the box, of course. And then you put in the inside and then you put all your submission stuff on the inside, all right? But again, any submissions that you have, you wanna put this label on the outside, okay? So you'll print that off and then you will put that on the outside of the box. You're gonna wanna print all these pages right here. You're gonna wanna include PSA copy 1 and 2 with your submission. So you go up here, you'll print that off, and this is what it looks like here. This is page copy 1, copy 2. Here's the PSA item list, and then you've got your customer copy. You'll keep that for yourself, all right? So that's pretty straightforward. Now here's your shipping options. Remember, they have 2 different ways to ship to PSA. You've got your PO box here if you're gonna be sending via mail. All right, and then if you want to use FedEx, This is the address right here. Just remember, FedEx, PSA is recommending that you don't ship FedEx ground. Remember, use FedEx Express at a minimum. So that's 3-day. The reason why is FedEx Express employees work for FedEx. FedEx ground employees are contractors. They don't work for FedEx. So they're having an issue with some packages getting stolen via FedEx ground. So don't ship FedEx ground. Use 3-day at a minimum. Or you can use the PO box here if you're doing the mail. I would definitely suggest insuring the items that you're going there if there's something that is of major value to you. Again, not a high, chance of something getting stolen, but however, you sleep better at night knowing that you've got it insured just in case something happens here. Also too, when you are filling out your submission form before you pack up your items, you want to make sure that you fill in all the information right here. So we are sending one order in there, and then we have one collectible. Okay, so that's what you would put right on your actual form when you put those in the PSA box. If you had multiple submissions, like we were sending in those 2 different ticket graded ones, you would do 2 orders, and then you would do however many collectibles you had, 2. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense for you on this. So pretty straightforward. If you guys got any questions, let me know. It's just very similar to the card grading process too. But if you guys got any questions, let me know below. Again, don't forget to visit the website, powersportsmemorabilia.com. Also, give me a follow over there on Instagram @PowersAutographs. And I will see you on the next episode.